I thought I'd have a nice sip of water before I started filming this to keep hydrated, but now not only is my body hydrated, so is my top, my hair, the floor, everything. It's gone everywhere. Hello, I'm Florentina Faconti and welcome to another episode of What I've Been Watching. And today I'm going to be talking about what I've been watching in July 2021. And I am still going through my Joel Fry obsession from last month because he's in so many things, while simultaneously going through a Chris Evans, a Tom Hiddleston and a Ryan Reynolds one too. So I mean, if you're interested in any of their work, stay tuned for the My Favourite Performances because I won't be talking about it in this video. The one exception to that is that I have finally started Game of Thrones because Joel Fry is in a few episodes in season 4 and 5. I just put off watching it for so long because it just didn't seem like something I was going to be interested in. And also, I either like to watch things from when the first season comes out and follow it as it gets released, or just binge it all once it's finished. I just don't like joining in these huge things halfway through. Like, I know it's been finished for a couple of years now, but I haven't got round to it. But it turns out it's actually quite good and I am really enjoying it, which was a big surprise. There are so many characters though, and I can't really keep up with all of these stories at once, and I'm getting a little bit confused. I probably shouldn't have binged 5 seasons in the space of about 2 weeks, which is why I've paused my binging of it at the end of season 5. I'm going to let it settle for a bit, and then I'll go back into it next month and finish it. I've also been to the cinema quite a few times this month. Most of the stuff I've already reviewed. But I did go to see Black Widow twice though, because I absolutely loved it the first time, but I went to see it by myself. And I usually go and see new Marvel films with my dad, so I had to go and see it again to see it with him. If you haven't seen my review of Black Widow, then I will leave the link in the description and in the cards. I also went to see Freaky because although it came out in other countries like a year ago, it's only just come out like last month here in the UK. I mean, it looked alright for the trailer, but I wasn't super hyped about it, so I just waited until I was already going to the cinema and fit it in as a double bill. But I ended up really enjoying it, and it's not a great film, but it is a bit of fun. And I haven't seen Vince Vaughn in many things. I don't usually like his kind of films, but he was really good in this, and the way that he played a teenage girl trapped in a middle-aged man's body was just brilliant. I've also watched some theatre live streams at the start of this month too. The first was The Dumbwaiter by Harold Pinter at the Old Vic, starring Daniel Mays and David Thewlis. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Pinter fan. I only ever go and watch his plays when I'm a fan of someone in the cast. But at the moment, I will watch any kind of theatre. I just miss it so much. The last time I went to the theatre was February 2020, and I am about a month away from going to see a show in an actual theatre again, and I'm so excited. And although I wasn't too keen on the writing, I did really enjoy the show. I thought Daniel and David did an excellent job and they worked so well together. I do love the live streams. They are the next best thing, but I wish I could have been there in the theatre to experience the atmosphere of it. I also watched the live stream of Romeo and Juliet from Shakespeare's Globe, starring Alfred Enoch. I've said it before, Romeo and Juliet isn't my favourite Shakespeare play. I find it really soppy and ugh. But this had such a great spin on it. They focus more on the mental health issues in the play rather than making it a big romantic thing. Everyone just thinks it's like the most romantic story ever. It is one of Shakespeare's tragedies. People die. And yeah, there are a few romantic scenes, but it is quite a dark and heavy play when you remove the poetry and maybe like the balcony scene. That's about it. It was a very Brechtian staging of it, with the actors introducing themselves at the beginning, and a bit of theatre and education with breaking the fourth wall, giving facts about mental health that were relevant to the story, but then also making it fit in a modern context that people can relate to. It was a real surprise for me. I wasn't expecting it, especially from the Globe, and it was a really interesting take on such a well-known story. I definitely recommend that you go and check it out in the theatre if you can. If not, then there's another live stream on Saturday the 7th of August at 7 p.m. UK time. But before I go, I've announced it this week, but I've started another channel called Florentina Faconti Acting, where I post self-tapes and voice recordings of monologues. I've got a few videos up there already, so I'll put the link in the description if you want to check that out. So yeah, that's what I've been watching in July. Join me next month to find out what I've been watching in August. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye.